Warning, the following podcast contains explicit potty mouth language. If you don't want to hear words like fuck, shit, or dick, parental advisory is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Round Robin. This is a bi-weekly podcast where we try to answer the weirdest, strangest, and smartest questions only found on the internet. I am your host, Ryan Neitzey, and on today's show, we've had the computer, the lovely computer, Maxwell's wife, I believe, has chosen two people that have never been on the show before. First time ever coming on the show, we have Matt, Patti. Matt, how's it going?
Hello, very good.
That's awesome. How you doing? It's a busy week. We're getting ready for finals.
I'm doing well. I'm quite honored to be on the show. It's been a
awesome.
long time coming.
That's awesome. And also into the show, first time ever being on the show, we have the lovely Jessie Dubyoski. How's it going, Jessie?
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm a little terrified.
Why are you terrified?
I don't know.
Why are you terrified?
I don't know. There's something terrifying about being recorded.
I mean, you're a
Put on the internet.
We're all filmmakers here.
You
We should be used to this.
You are a filmmaker, so it comes with the territory, you know, of being filmed or being recorded in some aspect. Also, you are a person that lives in the 21st century. You film and record yourself all the time.
You may be being recorded all the time. You just might not know. The government. Oh, the government.
Always watching.
Always watching. Always waiting.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, well, that's as, I feel like we just get straight into it. Really start answering some questions. Like I said at the beginning, at the top of the show, we answer questions from Reddit, Yahoo, and Gmail, and try to give advice in some weird way and some weird aspect to these people, so they can find hope in their weird. I don't know. Not my job to pitch the show. My job is to help host the show. So to help me find the. Anyways, Matt, Reddit, Yahoo, or Gmail.
Let's do a Gmail.
A Gmail. 1, 2, or 3?
Two.
2. Okay, interesting. Can I get a name for this person?
Billy.
Well, can I get a last name for this person?
Billy Madison.
Billy. Have you ever seen that movie, Matt?
I have. Great movie.
What do you think of it?
Love Adam Sandler. It's good.
It's good.
Is that not a film major?
I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
No, just the.
It's quite hilarious, actually. I love the production design on it. Just amazing, you know.
Okay. You don't
need a whole
acting was
paper.
amazing.
Okay, now he's getting pretentious. Okay, Billy Madison writes, let's say that you're sleeping during a thunderstorm. You know how what your sleeping body hears, it can come up in a dream. So imagine in your dream that you get shot and jump awake because the gunshot was actually a loud crack of thunder. How does your brain know how to build a dream that builds up to the point of there being a gun fired? Matt, how do brains work? Where if you're having a sweet dream or some sort of nightmare and something in reality happens that affects the dream. Has that ever happened to you?
All I'm thinking of right now is how, like, when I'm sleeping or about to fall asleep, you get, like, that falling feeling, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, it seems, and it coincides, because, like, I'm either dreaming or beginning to dream, and I feel like I'm walking, like, on a cliff or something, and the imagery goes with it. Mm-hmm. And then it seems like when I fall, I'm falling off the cliff. Yeah. Or I'm falling downstairs, or somehow I'm falling off of something.
You fall a lot in your dreams, it sounds like.
I do. I fall a lot in real life, too. So, probably coincides.
How does your brain, do you think, do that? Like, it's putting those pieces together.
That's an interesting question.
I feel like it needs a degree to answer it.
Honestly,
like psychology or neuroscience.
I'm in forensics now, so not really in that. I did take psychology freshman year. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe the brain like makes it what you want it to be. Maybe that person had like a fetish and wanted to get shot. So I mean, it's like that movie Crash where people have sex, right? Don't they have sex like after they crash their cars or something?
I don't think that's
so.
what the movie Crash was about. about?
There's some movie like that. I don't know.
No, it was like, wasn't it about like adrenaline fetish?
Crash?
I don't know.
It might have been a different movie. Maybe they have the wrong
I think we're
title,
thinking the
but
same movie, but we might be thinking of the wrong
It
title.
was some movie. You don't know what
There
I'm
is a
talking about?
movie
No.
about people with a fetish
People,
for like
I saw a
having sex
movie.
and
They
They
crash
crash
cars and then they have sex because it's like the adrenaline keeps
Yeah.
them going.
That's hot.
it's a real film. I don't know what the name is.
Yeah, I kind of want to try it. I don't know.
I do like your pitch that people in the world have a fetish for being shot.
I've always wondered what it feels like. Not that I want to
I
get shot,
guarantee
but just
you
like
there's someone out there like that. Though.
yeah, probably.
That just has that like not fear or whatever, has that inkling of wanting to know what it feels like.
Well, I think he said more of a fetish. So, like,
They're sexually aroused
Yes.
by the thought, at least.
The blood spurting.
Jessie, has that ever happened with you, where you're having a dream and then like, in Matt's case, you fall off the bed or something, and and you actually fall in the dream? Has there ever been a situation where you had a dream that something in reality has affected that dream?
well, I actually had the exact opposite of this dream. I thought that there was a thunderstorm. I was dreaming about a thunderstorm, and like I was in a boat, and I was in a thunderstorm, and I woke up to a gunshot.
Oh,
Whoa!
Yeah.
Really?
twist.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Plot twist.
It was weird.
Really? So
Yeah.
it did, like, this kind of thing did happen.
Yeah, I don't know how though. Like, how does my brain know that like there's something in the outside world that's like, and it built a dream because I was just in a boat until that point. And
So
then
someone
like
was shooting at your boat.
no. In the dream, I was in a boat and I was just like on the water, and I was like trying to find this special fish. Is the whole thing.
Hold on.
So who was shooting at you?
No one was shooting at me. It was like there was a random thunderstorm because there was a gunshot
No,
in real life.
life.
Yeah, who was shooting at you in
who
real
was
life?
shooting at you
in my
Why are you
neighborhood.
running from the FBI?
That I can't say on a podcast.
Okay, that makes sense actually. Interesting. My thing is like, when you woke up, was there like a gunshot almost immediately, or was it like the aftermath of a gunshot, or like what? Like when you woke up, like how'd you know it was a gunshot?
I didn't wake up because of the gunshot. Ironically, my sister woke me up. Or no, like my mom woke me up. I think because it was near my sister's house. They woke me up, and like I kind of put two and two together that like that was what I heard. But like
Oh, okay.
I slept through the gunshot,
Interesting.
and there was like thunder in my dream. It's
Interesting.
weird.
Interesting.
Subconscious heard it. You just didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Brain is
the
crazy.
Subconscious is the weirdest, scariest
It
thing
really is.
probably in all of existence. For me, at least. I don't know about you guys, but
Just the brain in general. Like it named itself.
It did.
Think about that. I think I just killed his brain.
I like the idea of that because the brain named itself, and then hearing that fact, it confuses and blows its own thing. Like it's just like, oh my god, that's so true. And it's like it discovers something about itself that it did. It's just an entire like.
Oh yes.
The irony of your brain being the one to like explode itself.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous donkeys if I've ever heard one.
Donkeys.
Jessie, let's just go on to the next question. Jessie, Ready Yahoo or Gmail?
Ooh, Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Still use Yahoo anymore?
Last time I checked, Yahoo was like bought out by people, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen with Yahoo questions/answers or whatever their thing's called. In the meantime, we'll keep using it until we can't, I guess. Jessie, 1, 2, or 3?
3.
3. Okay. Can I get a name for this person?
Molly.
Molly. What's her last name?
Apple bottom.
Apple bottom jeans. With the fur.
It's stuck in my head.
Molly Applebottom? Can you tell me more about Molly? I just want a little bit of her backstory.
She was obsessed with My Little Pony as an adult.
Okay.
She's currently 86 years old.
Whoa. Okay. Real old. So she got into My Little Pony when she's like 60 or something, or
Yes.
70.
As a fully grown adult.
Yeah.
She was really into My Little Pony.
Just as a grandparent, probably.
Yeah, but she lost her collection in a house fire, so she's a little bitter.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, then Molly Applebottom writes, can I tell by the smell of my husband's gas if he has been cheating.
Yes.
Just right off the bat. No more description. You just yes, right off the bat. Why? How?
I mean,
what?
You know, if he's like lying, maybe there's like more pressure in his body and like compresses the sulfur, right? And when you release it in a fart, it's more concentrated. So like the more he's lying, the stinkier his farts are.
See, I think maybe what if there's like a connection between ejaculation and the smell of gas?
Whoa, okay, hold
But
on.
that could just mean that he's jerking off more. Doesn't
It would be
necessarily
difficult
mean
to
that he's
tell.
cheating.
Hold on. Hold on. I want to dive deep into this. What is the connection, Matt, Patty? Please explain to me the connection between ejaculation and flatulence.
I don't know. I feel like there could be a connection
How so?
because I
can't
don't know.
just-
It's like
You
one
can't drop that. and
one
not explain it.
substance is being released from your body that there's an abundance of in the male body, which is sperm and semen.
Yeah.
So I feel like perhaps the lack of that or the recency of the ejaculation could somehow, like, I don't know, the butthole's like in the same area, so it could possibly affect it somehow.
Okay. Jesse seems very, very confused.
I'm not confused so much as what if he's just jerking off more?
You know, I don't.
And-
I mean,
Yeah.
There could be a connection.
A little more description. I know this sounds crazy, but husband usually has his own smell. The family always knows when he has passed gas, even if he tries to be funny and blame it on the dog. Lately, he's had to work late a few times, and each time he's come home and his gas has smelled unlike anything I've ever smelled from him before. Kind of like maybe he had Thai food or something.
So he's definitely cheating and she's a better cook.
Possibly.
or they ordered Chinese takeout.
He says he has only been at work and not anywhere else, but something is definitely different. Do you think he's cheating?
Absolutely.
Cheating? He's. Why do you think he's cheating? Just because he likes Thai food? Maybe he's just hungry.
I think
Cheating
he's
on his
cheating.
diet.
He's cheating on
He's
her
definitely-
cooking.
cheating on her cooking
Yeah.
and his diet.
Yeah.
Interesting. At least that.
He doesn't like her pot pie anymore. Got to go for that Thai
No.
food. Never tried Thai food. I want to though.
I've never had it either actually. And I think about it. I think I've actually had it once, and it was,
It was eh.
it was
You can go to a good place.
nah.
We'll fix that. Yeah.
So you think he's cheating at least on his diet? Do you think he is cheating on her with another person besides the Thai food restaurant chef?
I stand by my answer.
Did she
Yes.
say that he was staying out late? Is that part of the?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the husband was saying that he's staying out late because he has extra work to do.
That's always cheating. 100% of the time.
100%.
Oh, yes.
It's the fallback. The guys are not that creative. It's always the
No.
fallback answer of like, oh, I
just went for some Thai food.
I
Yeah,
just
no, that's
love
the
that
excuse.
she's noticed like a correlation between him staying out late and the smell
very,
of his farts.
very observant.
Like, why is she studying the smell of his farts?
She has like graphs.
I'm sure
she's
she
like
does.
charting his farts.
This one smelled like potpourri.
She has a document.
She
This
has
one smelled like dog
She has
shit.
some kind of chart somewhere.
she has a chart.
A chart.
She just
She's
has
capturing gases. She has a downstairs lab.
she has like glass jars of his farts and like comparing them to like the dog
Yeah.
and like or people that have had Thai food or something. Also, like she's just pulling Thai food. I feel like out of nowhere.
I think she is. She just wants more substance to her argument that his farts mean that he's cheating.
Yes. So do you think he's cheating on her?
Yes, I stand by that.
It's a high possibility,
It's a high possibility.
but I'm not
Okay.
100% sold. Maybe the man just wanted some.
Jesse,
Thai food.
how can you convince Matt to make him 100% sold that that the husband is cheating on her because of you can tell by his farts? How do you sell this?
I mean, she said that the family knows his fart smell. I mean, so clearly his entire life he's had one singular fart smell. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as he starts staying out late at work, his fart smells are different.
Maybe he's just trying new
What
food.
is the only other thing that could be the
Thai
change?
food.
Thai
It's
food.
He's
that's the
probably
change.
eaten Thai food at some point in his life, though, and his farts haven't changed.
I haven't yet.
I mean-
Maybe he hasn't either.
that's the test, though, right? I mean, that's the test. Do
So
you
feed him Thai food, at home and smell his farts. And if they
Yes.
smell the same as they always have, he's
Time to
definitely
design
cheating.
an experiment.
Oh, that is good. But order in Thai food.
What would be
Yes.
your hypothesis?
That if his
Farts.
Smarts.
if his farts smell differently than they always have, then it's the Thai food. If they smell the same as they always have, then he's definitely cheating because there's something else making his fart smell different.
I feel like you spend that entire week ordering food from a bunch of different places.
Oh,
You get
yes.
Chinese food,
So
you
a
get
whole
Thai
week
food.
of ordering food in.
You get KFC,
Okay.
you get pizza.
Gotta love the
Gotta
Colonel.
cover all your bases.
Yeah, you got to get all of it, everything.
Give him a heart attack at the same time.
Well, that's...
I mean, that way, if he's cheating,
Then if he's cheating, then
you got no
he's
problems
gone.
anymore. So
Then it's totally fine. Is there the opportunity that maybe people's farts just evolve? Maybe people's fart scents just evolve and change over time? Do you think that's
You know, I
a
don't
thing
know.
that exists?
I think it is based on the food because my farts smell different every time I fart. They just do. It's just weird. Sometimes it's not too bad. Other times it's really bad. Just ask my sweet mate about that one. But
Matt, have you ever had can you describe? I know it's an audio podcast, so do your best. Can you describe your fart scent at all? Is it possible?
it's different every time.
But give me one example of a really memorable fart smell. Or a fart story, if you have that.
I had Burger King for the first time in a long time
Yeah.
yesterday.
Whoa. Oh man, this is real recent.
Oh yeah. And I went to a shooting range for my friend's birthday party and we were shooting rifles. And the funny thing was I farted in the middle of shooting rifles. And even with all that ear protection, somehow everyone still heard me.
You sure it wasn't the gun, Matt? Like it was definitely your farts.
It was, oh yeah, because I wasn't shooting at that time. So,
I'm so sorry.
What did it smell like?
but you see, that's the thing. That one didn't smell like anything. But then I get back to campus, right?
Yes.
And I haven't eaten anything since. And I fart again, and it smells awful. So I don't know if it's like the digestion time or it's
What's
when you
happening?
fart.
Yeah.
I feel
Here's
like
the
that's a
clarifier in
connection.
this situation, though, is that she does state that he has very distinct fart smells and that they haven't changed his whole life.
Maybe he's been eating the same food his whole life. Maybe it's whatever she
Again,
makes him.
so this is where we have the test.
Yes.
The
I agree with the
in-home
test. We'll do the
takeout
test.
food
Yeah.
test. And
Yes.
if that goes and his farts change, then it's the food.
Yeah.
If she does this, she better present the study at like some kind of science fair
Yeah.
or something.
She
I really want to
better.
see
I
the
really
results.
wanna
I am really intrigued.
Oh yes.
But I guess I really don't have a transition. Jessie, do you have a good fart story for us, like Matt, perchance?
I'm sorry.
I didn't have a
Are
transition.
you
I couldn't think
baiting this fart story?
Sorry, what was that?
You're baiting me for the fart story of the century.
Do you have a fart
I have
story
a
of a
fart
century?
story. This was a
Oh.
couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago.
No,
oh.
it was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you're
That's-
describing this thing.
Isn't that the one you wanted me to describe?
I was sure that one's pretty good. Didn't expect you to say it, but I expected
I'm
a different fart
intrigued
story.
now.
But
Do
now
you want me to tell a
Yeah, I
different
mean,
fart
it's totally
story?
fine. It's totally fine.
I
Go
thought
for
this
it.
is the fart story you
No,
wanted
go
to hear.
for it. Go for it.
So Ryan's roommate Brooks, who's been on the show, was chasing me around with one of those little pool noodle things.
A porn noodle.
Pool noodle.
Oh.
Big difference.
So I ran into the bedroom, and I jumped on the bed to try and like fend him off. And then I was like dead, so I was playing dead. And so Ryan comes in, like carries me off into the living room. Like, how would you describe that carry? Like the fireman's carry? Or
yeah.
whatever, where you're just like
Not like over your shoulders, but like
No,
in
in
your
yeah.
arms sort of situation. I lift you up from the bed and
carry
carry you out.
yeah.
And halfway
There, I let out the best fart. Can
Like,
you describe the
Define
sound of
best.
that fart?
when you imagine a fart sound, it is that sound. It was that sound. Like when you in your head picture a fart sound or hear a fart sound, it was just like a just a really that was a terrible
It was
fart
like
sound.
a very like full sound. Like
Yeah.
it was nice. It wasn't.
It was like a
long.
trumpet. It was
Yeah,
like a
yeah, like a
short
trumpet.
trumpet, just like
I feel like everyone has a distinct fart sound too, because like my friends are different than my mama's. Like it's
I think there's a range for people. Like not everyone has the same fart sound every time, but like you're usually within your normal range. Because like some people are like flappier than others. You know that sound that sounds like, yeah. And some are like
Jesus, Matt.
squeakier.
Oh God, it smells.
Some
how
just sound like a
ironic,
little
isn't
like
it?
creak. You know, there's a different range.
You say a creak?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we just
Fun
need
game. Wood creak or fart sound.
I think during this break, let's just just fart a bunch and try to figure out what our distinct sounds are.
I've been holding it in a while now.
That's disgusting. We'll see everyone after the break. See you. Bye. Hey everyone, this is Ryan. During the commercial break, I'm here to talk to you about Audible.com. I want to see if I can do this inflection of the audio thing the entire time. Let's see how I do. Audible.com is offering you... I can't do that. It hurts my throat, and I imagine it's not a good thing to actually hear, to enjoy listening to. But it was worth an attempt, I guess. There's maybe a world record out of it I can get. Either way, I'm here to talk to you about Audible.com. Audible, the leading provider of audiobooks in the U.S., worldwide, really. And they are giving you, by going to audibletrial.com/roundrobin, they are offering you a free audiobook download and a free 30-day trial to get any book you want. So, for instance, hopefully, I believe there should be trailers of this movie coming out, Ready Player One, directed by Steven Spielberg. I believe it's coming out March, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully, you don't push it back by the time this commercial comes out. Anyways, forget the movie. But if you're interested in the movie and want to read the book first, I don't know if you did that, The Martian, before the movie came out. Ready Player One is a book written by Ernest Cline, the audiobook narrated by Will Wheaton of Star Trek fame. It's a very interesting, I guess, in this case, listen. Very interesting read, very interesting listen. I highly recommend the book. I think coming into the movie, it might... I don't know if it makes sense. Steven Spielberg knows how to make movies make sense. But it gives you more of that sense of like how much like crazy stuff that's in the movie compared or into the book before it comes into the movie. I'm not sure if they can get all of the license and rights to show all the things that are in the book. They already have the Iron Giant. I don't know how they pull that off. But the book by Ernest Cline, Ready Player One, is amazing, and you can get it today. Download it today by using the code audibletrial.com/roundrobin. And you can get that audiobook of Ready Player One and get a 30-day trial out of it as well. Forget reading books. Why not listen to a book? audibletrial.com/roundrobin. And we are back. Matt, I think it's fair to say you did fart during the break.
I did. You thought it was part of the show. It was not.
So you left the recording booth and walked outside to fart. Jesse and I were here. We definitely heard it.
And then a sigh of relief after.
It's always so relieving. Feels good.
You literally it was
like,
well, no, it was like it wasn't immediately though. It was like a minute afterwards. You're like, you farted. And we're like, okay, that's weird. Or we were like, oh, was that Matt? I don't know. And then like a minute later, like Jesus, that you really needed that fart.
I did.
You were really holding it in.
We really appreciate you holding it in.
You're welcome. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of you guys.
The interesting. I don't want you to think of me when you fart.
That's not what I meant. Just looking out for you guys is what I mean.
Okay, that's better. Let's get back into it, Matt. Reddit, Yahoo, or Gmail?
Oh, let's go with the Reddit.
Ooh, we're going with Reddit. 1, 2, or 3?
1.
1.
Fancy.
Can I get a name for this person?
Clover.
Clover. Can I get a last?
Clover Smith.
Oh man, I was hoping for Field. Clover Smith writes, if I strategically consumed only food dye over a day, could I make a rainbow poop?
I do think that's possible.
Okay, yeah. Why do you think it?
Because do you guys remember when Burger King had those like different colored, what was it, different buns or whatever for Halloween?
Yeah, the
black buns.
black bun, yeah.
Oh yeah, after I ate one of those, that shit was green.
Huh. Okay, yeah, well I totally forgot about that. Yeah, you're totally right. Is that black bun, did it make your poop green?
It made my poop green.
Oh, so that's a whole nother question though. So it's totally possible.
Oh yeah.
With
food
at least
dye?
black color or whatever the food dye combination was.
I don't think you can predict the color that's going to come out, but
Yeah.
you
I
can,
think this is another
you can
situation
get a color.
where you gotta do experiments.
Yes.
Okay.
Much science
For
into
the,
this episode, huh?
Yeah,
Made
it's a
of
very very scientific episode.
We're the Bill Nyes of this generation.
Jesse, what experiments are you thinking?
So I'm thinking like every day you do like one experiment where you just have like a 3-hour fast and you like eat one color.
It should
food
be a
dye.
different color.
A different
every
color
day.
every day.
Yes.
And you
yes.
see what color your poop turns out. Because, it could be that, like, purple digests as red.
Yeah, he had a black bun and it came out green.
Yeah. So then you got to, like, place the order based on the color that you poop. And then you got to see how long it takes for you to digest the dye and poop a solid color. Because if you do them too close together, you're just going to get, like, a mesh.
a brown.
It's a brown.
So are you saying that they should not eat any other food for the day, just the dye?
Yes.
Are they chugging dye, food
No,
coloring
maybe
dye?
like a solid 5 hours, and like in the middle of that 5 hours, eat your food dye.
Or what if you just have like a
shit
common
before,
food?
shit after.
Like what if you get bread or something or a biscuit, dye the biscuit.
Yeah, I feel like that would be acceptable.
I mean, yeah, but then you got to do that when you actually go to make your rainbow. But they said nothing but food dye.
Yeah.
So we're
that's
just
a good point.
improving.
I couldn't do that. I don't think
point.
food dye has any nutritional value.
Oh, of course not, man. There's no way. There's no way food dye has any sort of nutritional information in
I
there
wonder if
at
it
all.
does, though. I actually haven't looked. Does it have sugar in it?
No, I don't think so.
Is it flavorless? I don't know. I've never
Well, it's
tried
not-
to chug
I
food
don't think
dye
it's
before.
flavorless. I think it's
Color only? I don't know, actually. If anything, I feel like sugar might be the only thing. I don't know. Maybe.
You see, I doubt they'd add it, though, because it's just supposed to be added to foods. I don't think they're trying for people to chug it.
That's definitely
Yeah.
not their intention.
So, yeah.
I definitely want to try this.
Probably
now.
tastes awful. I don't know.
Wait, you want to try this,
I
Jesse?
want to try and make.
I'm
a
kind of
rainbow
intrigued,
poop.
too.
You guys want to make rainbow poops?
Yeah.
So we have 2 experiments running right now. We have one about our farts and one about rainbow poops.
Everything comes back to the butthole.
Everything.
Literally. Everything.
Matt,
goes
you
back to the
want a
butthole.
shirt that says that, right? You want to throw a
Yes.
pillow that says everything comes back to the
Actually,
butthole.
that could be a
Matt
good
Patty
slogan.
2017.
I'd buy one.
So
Appreciate the business.
No problem.
over a day you can make a rainbow poop. You totally think it's
Yes.
possible.
Well, it might take more than a day, depending on how many colors you're going for.
Are you saying it would be all rainbow in one turd?
That's a good question.
That's the thing.
I don't think that's possible.
You got to be able to hold in your shit, but also like space it out enough so it's not all digesting at the same time.
But you also have to make sure you have enough poop coming out to make sure you get
So you
enough
dye
colors.
a bunch of bread and you make piles of each color.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
eat
point
it,
because you'd need the
and
food
then you wait like an
to have
hour.
the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you eat the next one and you wait like an hour. And then you eat the next one and you just keep doing that for like a solid 6 or 7 hours and you don't shit. Like that's where the self-control comes in. You can't shit.
You can't shit. All you're doing is eating bread and food dye.
And you can't shit.
And you can't shit.
Because then you'll lose a color. Or maybe 2 colors.
It's like a month-long process, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of
There's a lot of
experimentation.
preparation.
This is like a senior thesis about rainbow-colored poop.
Another one at the science exhibit.
Yeah. I
Senior
don't...
showcase.
Yeah. So is it possible? Plausible, maybe? I mean,
I would say it's possible.
it's...
If a black bun from Burger King can dye your shit green, I think that you can dye your shit whatever color you want.
I don't think rainbow is possible. It'll
Like,
be a different color each time.
One poop strand, all different colors.
Challenge accepted.
I don't think that's possible. No.
Challenge accepted.
How would that even work?
I just told you. You got to have your piles, and then you got to like let
But
it
you
all...
think that could make you have one long strand of poop with a bunch of different colors in it?
Longest turd you've ever had.
I don't really. I
I've had
rarely
some
look at
big
my
ones.
poops. I don't really look at my poops too often. I don't know.
There's this kid in high school that would send me pictures of his poop.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He was in my gym class and he'd be like, "Yo, look at this one."
But you can
it
like
was very
shit at
uncomfortable.
least like a foot long turd.
A foot long.
I left a foot long turd in the Holocaust Museum in Berlin. That's my life accomplishment.
What?
All right, Hitler. Taking a shit on the Jews. That's awful.
Shit Hitler. You're
It was a long day
a
of walking.
shitler.
It was a long day of walking and a long day of tours, and we didn't have time for anything else.
I
I'm
feel
telling
like
you,
that's
it's
symbolism.
possible.
Do you have some kind of hatred for the Jews?
No,
You are a Shitler.
I just feel like it's possible.
You are. You're Shitler.
to have that long of a turd over the course of a day.
We need a shirt that says Shitler now. That's
Okay,
what
I
we
should have
need.
brought this up, but I wanted
Jessie
to prove to you.
Dubyoski, the Shitler.
Shitler.
I resent that very
Of
strongly.
well, of course, you have to.
I just needed to prove to you that you can have
Have
a
long
turd that
poops.
long in one day.
It's sure, whatever you say, Shitler. Anyways,
I resent that.
Jessie,
Edit that out.
Reddit, Yahoo, or Gmail?
Gmail.
Gmail. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get 1 or 3?
1.
Can I get a name for this person? I like this question a lot. Can I get a name for this person?
Going with the theme of butts.
Okay.
Mike Featherbottom.
Mike Featherbottom. Is this person any way related to Applebottom?
Distant cousins.
Distant cousins. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Can I-
Feather's his middle name. Bottom's his last name.
What about Applebottom?
Hers is hyphenated.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
The all-important hyphen.
Oh, okay. So maybe it was like the mother's last name and the father's last name, the Bottom family, came
Yeah.
together and then she hyphenated it.
Yes. Something like
The
that.
bottom.
The Bottom family.
I wonder if they all have pristine bottoms.
Well, or they have
Or-
gross
yeah.
bottoms. Why else would they name? Well, how do last names?
I really wish Kennedy were here right now.
Why?
He would love the Bottom family. Just off of the name.
I
Kennedy-
feel like that's unfortunate because the first person to ever have the last name Bottom was probably named that way because they probably had a really shitty bottom.
There had to be something really.
Or they had a really
it was-
big bottom.
It was either huge
But
bottom,
then wouldn't they be big
shitty bottom. Ooh, that's a good question actually.
Long
Because
bottom.
long bottom.
Long bottom. Well, that person doesn't really have a long bottom.
Oh,
Anyways,
I've seen some long
The
bottoms.
thing you pass on to your grandchildren
Long-
and great great
long
grandchildren
butts.
is
Long butts.
the history of your awful bottom.
Mikey Featherbottom writes, "Where do you find hamsters in the wild?" Jesse,
Are
I'm
hamsters in the wild?
The pet store.
Jesse. Where I'm going around in the forest on the weekends, and
Just casually on the
just
weekend.
casually. It's Christmas Day. All the pet stores are closed for whatever reason. I want to go around and get me a hamster. Where do I find hamsters in the wild?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's a
actually know the
really
answer to
good
this.
question. I have no idea.
So
You know the answer.
You have to casually stroll through a meadow.
Okay. Yes.
And then you'll see,
casually.
casually stroll through a meadow.
Of course.
Eventually, you'll come across a tree line.
Mm-hmm.
Go through into the trees, through
Into
the
the woods,
forest.
yes.
Yeah. Not to grandmother's house
we
though.
go. We were on the same wavelength there.
You gotta find those like giant mushrooms,
Okay.
and knock very nicely.
Like an Alice in Wonderland
Yes.
type.
Once you give the password, you will be led into the army of hamsters that lives in the mushrooms underneath the forest
army
floor.
of
The army.
Yes. They only
So they're violent.
so not necessarily violent.
They're
but they're
defending
ready.
their
They're ready to
territory.
You're
defend.
defending
Yes.
the magic
The ones in the
mushrooms.
pet stores are the spies that have been sent ahead to infiltrate the humans' homes.
Oh my God.
Ah.
Oh my
Have
God.
either of you seen Stranger Things 2?
No.
Yes.
No.
I have.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, then I can't say what I was going to say.
By the time this comes out, Jesse might have, so you can just spoil it anyways.
No.
I'll just say that reminds me
No.
of the spy thing.
Oh,
if you know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm talking about with Will.
Yeah, that's vague enough. That's fine.
Yeah.
I like the idea of that. That's how this hamster spy game works. Is that the hamsters are all one mind? That they're all this like thing,
that's what it made me
connected
think
thought.
about.
I mean,
I'm totally lost.
It makes sense. Do you think hamsters have one mind and are all connected through one being, the master hamster?
That would be the
I
only
just got a really good
thing.
image of a master hamster.
What does it look
It's
like?
like some dark underground forest thing. There's like roots and dirt everywhere, and there's this giant fat hamster that gets mistaken for a guinea
But
pig
why
all
does
the
it
time
have to be dark?
with like a scepter because it's underground. And
They don't have lighting yet.
yeah,
They have armies.
Technological
they don't
advances.
have
They have
scepters
magic
and
mushrooms.
thrones, and magic mushrooms, but they don't have lighting. The fairies have left them. I don't know.
Okay, yes.
They're a rogue army.
Uh-huh.
But he's
course.
just a very fat hamster sitting on his throne with his little stick scepter, and that's the king of the hamsters.
They have the not technologically advanced hamster race
Right.
live in a mushroom, a giant
A
mushroom.
forest of mushrooms. The forest of giant mushrooms.
Forest of giant mushrooms.
And they're all one mind.
And they're all one mind.
Because think
That part
about
I
it.
disagree on because I don't know. I
The
don't get reference.
pets, the people that take them as the pets, they don't just let their hamsters go. They're with them for life. So they have to somehow communicate to
That's
King
true.
Hamster, whatever you say. So
Matt, how do you, Matthew,
Patthew.
Matt Pat,
That's
how do you find hamsters in the wild? When you want to go out and find some hamsters in the wild, how do you go about doing it?
Well, you see, there's this great place called the Pet Store.
Is it second class?
It's kind of dangerous, though.
Does it have giant mushrooms in it?
Oh, yes, I've seen quite a few.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
What? Okay.
But I've also seen these like really furry creatures that kind of freak me out, honestly.
Hamsters?
No, other furry creatures. There's a bunch of furry creatures in this place
Cats.
Gerbils.
called the Pet Store. No, it's those really nasty ones.
Cats.
I think they're right next to the hamsters. What are they? The guinea pigs.
they're nasty.
That's what it is.
The way you said that.
Those are nasty motherfuckers.
Why-
They're bad.
Why do you have a vendetta against
Anytime
guinea
when I
pigs?
was a kid, the pets stopped by my house. They would put the hamsters and the guinea pigs in the same little square thing that they run around in. And the hamsters were so nice. I could always pet them. They were cool. But the guinea pigs, oh no. Anytime I try to pet them, they'd always either run away or bite me. One of those two. I fucking hate guinea pigs.
Yeah, I've always been bitten by my friend's hamsters, never by a guinea pig.
Oh no.
I think
Guinea
you're
pigs
lying.
are the devil.
I think you like egged one on, or like you insulted the guinea pig.
I would never. The sign clearly says don't insult the guinea pigs.
I feel like you did insult a guinea pig somewhere, and they told all the rest of the guinea pigs, and then now they have this like vengeance for you.
I just like that the character of Matt Patty, his greatest rival in the world is just guinea pigs.
Those fuckers need to be taken down.
They've had it too much. They've had too much.
They've had
for
too
long.
much.
Oh
It's
man!
time to destroy their empire.
with the hamster army.
Oh yes.
If you combine forces,
Absolutely.
I mean,
human
if you
and
made
hamster.
friends with the hamsters, I'm sure they'd fight.
Hamsters
that
are
battle
good.
for
They
you.
do work. They run on that circle thing. They're a contributor to society.
I like how they run on the wheel all the time, but they haven't like connected the dots with if we run on this wheel, we can probably get energy and power our technology things.
To light the underground.
Yeah.
How do you know that they haven't?
You said it
You
was
said
dark.
It's dark.
I mean, it's been a couple years since I've been there,
Oh, so maybe they figured
so
it
maybe
out.
they've
Do you
advanced.
think
their
everything
technology.
that's evil is dark?
No, they're
Wow.
just
Is
Is that what
underground.
you're saying?
Wow,
underground.
what a Shitler move.
Shitler.
Wow, thanks,
Shade
guys.
off.
Shitler.
Shat off
That shade.
Shitler.
Shadow Shitler.
I resent this.
Fair enough.
I want the world to know that I resent this.
That's only fair. Let's move on to the last little area of the show where we pick the guest for the next episode.
Ooh.
Like we've talked about a million times, like we've done a million times. It's like episode 6, so we've done it like 5-6 times. The math is there.
Math checks out.
Yeah, the math.
12 times.
The math checks out somewhere in there. We have a giant list of a bunch of names on it that we will randomly choose who will be the next guest for the next episode of Round Robin.
Question before we do this.
Yes, Matt.
Is there a possibility one of us gets picked again?
One of you could get picked again, not for the next episode. You can get picked again. So next episode.
So we factored out of this program.
You guys are factored out for episode
Gotcha.
7.
Gotcha.
You might come up in episode 8. So like before, we've had We've had Max, I think already two-timing people. We've only had 6 episodes. Already two-timing people has been Max Collins, Evan Bowen, and Greg Leonard. They've already been on twice. The computer loves them.
The legend Greg Leonard.
The legendary
What if
Greg
the
Leonard.
computer
I've heard
hates
great
us and we
things.
never show up again?
I feel like the computer does hate me.
It's totally possible. People,
All of technology
there's some
hates
people that
me.
have never been on again. That have never been on yet, actually. But let's see if they will be on. So I will present you guys the list. One of you guys have to press enter, and then we will randomly choose who will be the next guest.
Should we rock, paper,
Let's
scissors
rock,
for
paper,
the
scissors.
end?
Rock, paper, scissors for it?
Two
2
Okay.
out of 3. That's
That's
what
okay.
professionals
That's
do.
only fair.
Oh, hold
Oh,
on.
okay, okay.
Okay,
that
Matt,
That was
Miss
bad.
Fall,
Okay.
Miss Fall, rock, paper,
paper,
okay, Jesse,
scissors,
and
shoot.
ooh,
Okay.
you're both the tie.
Tie.
Scissors, scissors,
Rock,
okay,
paper,
going for it one more time.
scissors, shoot.
Okay,
Alright,
ooh,
I
Jesse
got
wins
one.
the first one with
Rock,
we have scissors on paper. They're going
scissors,
again.
shoot.
Oh, both tied at rock.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Ooh, Jesse wins.
I suck.
Ooh.
Now, does the winner? Jesse wins with paper versus rock. Does the winner choose?
The wiener.
The
I
winner.
thought the winner presses enter.
The winner presses enter.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I'll
then
give you
Jesse,
that
go ahead.
prestigious honor.
Press
Thank you.
enter, and we will find out who will be the next guest on Round Robin. Very interesting.
Oh, Mitchellak.
Very interesting.
I'll have to tune into that one.
Next episode, episode 7.
The Force Awakens.
Episode 7, The Force Awakens, is Adam Michalak, who has been on already. He's been on episode 3. He's coming back for episode 7. And another person who's never been on the podcast before, Becca Rios. Very interesting. Don't know how stressed she will be for coming on. Don't know how that pair will be, but I find that all these pairs have been really fun and amazing. Matt, where can people find you on social media, or do you have anything to plug at all, ever? Matt.
Oh, well, I'm not a YouTuber like some of the more common people. But you can find me on Facebook, Matt Patty, and Instagram, and I do not remember my Insta at all. But
That's fair enough.
Matty Pat, actually, that's what it is.
Matty Pat? Perfect.
MATTYPAT.
There'll be a little, your name will be in the description probably.
Wonderful.
Jesse, where can people find you on social media?
Oh, I thought you meant in general.
Or in general, where can people find you in general?
Hiding from my responsibilities.
That's fair.
Same, though.
I'm on Instagram, Jessie Dubyoski, and on Twitter, Agent Doobie07.
Doobie.
It's a fun pun based on my last name, and there's 7 kids in my family. I'm the 7th. It's funny. Agent Doobie07, like Agent 007. It's a whole thing.
Oh, I thought you were saying you smoke doobies.
I thought you were saying
I
that.
cannot confirm or deny that on the air.
Oh,
I thought you were
see.
doing that whole Perry the Platypus song where it's the doobie
No.
doobie doo ba, that song.
Doobie.
No?
Yeah.
Not that
No.
one? Interesting.
No.
Very interesting. Well, then until next time, we'll see everyone later. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
Adios,
Peace out,
muchachos.
Round one in pod. Round one in pod.
I would like to thank Matt, Patti, and Jessie Dubyoski for coming on to the show. It was very interesting. I really like the dynamics of the show where, because of how random the draw is, having a guest on, we get people that have never really interacted before, and bringing onto the show, I think, is very interesting to watch. So for me, it was really cool and interesting to watch how this all played out. Artwork was created by Kayla Zuromski, and equipment was provided by Wild Stings Radio Studio at Stevenson University. If you, the audience, have any weird or smart questions or find any from Reddit or Yahoo, send them in to roundrobinpod@gmail.com. We greatly appreciate your queries. Please send them in to roundrobinpod@gmail.com. We need them. We want to read them on the show. So send them in to roundrobinpod@gmail.com. You can follow the show at Round Robin Pod. You can also review the show on iTunes. Leave a 5-star review. We greatly appreciate more people can see the show. Spread the news, spread the audience, spread the love about the show. It only makes the show better. It allows us to do more things, last longer. Being able to do the show, be able to do stuff like, I'm in school, be able to do the show after graduation or something. Making the show bigger and brighter can help the show last longer and make it better. So we greatly appreciate those reviews on iTunes. Thank you. And as always, I am your host, Ryan Neitzey, and thank you so much for listening to Round Robin. Next episode, I believe, if I wrote this in correctly, next episode is February 15th. Till then, Stay smartish.
Round,